What's happening? Welcome back. Are you happy to see me, you Solana holders? What's going on, guys? It's me, Evil Knievel. Welcome back. Now here, guys, on this channel, guys, we let you know what it is that I'm thinking about, and I'm always thinking about something. I'm always watching you guys. I'm always watching everyone here. And what we're watching here, guys, and what we're talking about is how Solana brought in the sheep for slaughter. And how I think that was only a very small thing in terms of what is going to happen here soon with coins like, I don't know, VeChain, Algorand, the Graph. There has to be a list of coins that has to go up, that has to bring more people in. There always has to be that push, right? We've seen it before. Seen it 2017, we saw it with altcoins. 2021, I don't know, what coins were there? Maybe the ones I just mentioned? There has to be the teasers. There has to be the coins that bring in the liquidity for the exchanges to start sloshing it around, for the big gains to start happening. I'm also want to bring up another topic of in this video of Grayscale. Okay, we haven't been talking about that very much either. And we're going to start talking about it too, because I'm starting to see some shifts on some of the premiums in these Grayscales. And I'm also looking at Grayscale as a vector for bringing in liquidity to the crypto space, that even though it's not directly funneled into the crypto space, it does seem to be working its way in to the crypto space in terms of prices. And I'll explain. Here recently, guys, it's dawned to me, there has to be a group that recognizes that crypto is about to take a run. There has to be that euphoric push that actually creates some type of excitement and demand around the FOMO factor, around people wanting to come into this stuff. Is this Grayscale? I don't know. Go look at how many freaking Grayscale holding trusts there are now in the Grayscale market. And you guys know that they're doing private placement once again on some of this stuff. That's another thing we got to watch out for. So what I've seen here recently, guys, is a shift in premiums. I've seen a shift in overall gains from my initial position. What do I mean by that? Well, here recently, it's been Bitcoin Cash, Bchg on Grayscale, and etcg, Ethereum Classic Grayscale, have been, I'm now up more on my Ethereum Classic Grayscale than I am on my Bitcoin Cash Grayscale, which has not been the case for the last 3 years. Okay, well, I take that back. Since crypto has started shifting back up since the first of the year, right? Bitcoin Cash was probably, or BCHG was one of the worst performing Grayscale stocks, but provided the biggest opportunity if you guys were watching the channel last year, right? We've seen that. We've seen channels pop up on YouTube, people talking about Grayscale, and these people were not talking about Grayscale when I was talking about it. And I'm not looking for any type of gratification. I'm just saying maybe they found my video, maybe they had the same thought process as I did, that this was opportunity. It's not, let's stay on point here, okay? We're not the focus on I'm not the focus on the channel. The focus is to get your brain to start thinking. That's the whole point I'm doing this. My point is, Ethereum Classic here recently on the Grayscale Holding Trust has now put me in the green more than my Bitcoin Cash Grayscale. And this is pretty interesting because just a few months ago, I was about, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. I was 400% up on my Bitcoin Cash Grayscale in terms of comparisons to the percentage gains. Not in terms of gains. I want to be clear on this. It's on the percentage gains, meaning I was 20% up on my Ethereum Classic Grayscale Holding Trust, and I was 120% up on my Bitcoin Cash Grayscale Holding Trust. To give you an idea of the dates here we're talking about, right, from the first of the year. My point is, this is something we need to watch. This is something we need to analyze. This is something we need to keep looking at. Because if we start seeing some of these Grayscale, like for instance, Litecoin, LTCN, if we start seeing some of the Grayscales move differently than how they did at the beginning of the year, I think we should all start zoning in on Grayscale and start saying, hey, there is an initial jump coming if this is the case. And I think this is what's going on. I don't have any way to prove it. There's no technical analysis that's going to prove this to me or prove this to anybody, because we know that crypto just for some reason doesn't follow technical analysis. It does till it doesn't. And most of the time, it does not. That's why nobody can predict the prices. That is why. I mean, you hear tons of people online doing technical analysis, and they hate to tell it, guys, but you guys are wrong pretty much all the time. All the fucking time. You guys are never right from what I've seen. That's why I've just kind of stopped watching them. My point is, we're seeing a flip-flop of gains that we need to keep on the radar. We need to watch how Grayscale moves as altcoins continue to pick up. We need to start watching where the shifts go, because I'm not telling you guys to move your positions or now, sell your Bchg and come over to Ethereum Classic, Grayscale. I think that's suicide for how thinly these things are traded, how thin the volumes are in a lot of cases. And you might say, oh, they're not that thin. They're thin, guys. They're fucking thin as hell. So don't be confused. Don't be confused about what's going on. We need to watch and focus in on the shift in these Grayscale trusts to see if we're going to initially get that power pump, that big one, the big one that you keep talking about. I keep talking about the big candlestick. Well, that's where it's going to happen, is if we see these Grayscale shift over to other trusts. We see different trusts start to rally, and then we see the entire crypto market start to rally with all these trusts rallying, obviously in sequence. Crypto market goes up, Grayscale market goes up. The premiums, that's what we have to play in, guys. Drop it in the comments. Let me know.